Afghan President Hamid Karzai has ordered changes to a controversial law that would ban relatives from testifying against alleged criminals within their families. Women's groups and international human rights campaigners said the draft law would make crimes of abuse within families almost impossible to pursue. Now Parliament must agree to amendments or begin discussions again. Well, we can cross live now to Kabul and speak to Adela Raz, the spokeswoman for Afghan President Hamid Karzai. Adela, thanks very much for joining us. Can you just tell us specifically about the changes to this amendment?
Salam Yalda Jan, and I'm glad to be with you and speaking with you. As you may know, today at the Cabinet, it was decided that the Article 26 of the Criminal Procedure Code should be amended. And this amendment should allow family members to testify and should not stop them from testifying against another family member. And according to the Cabinet decision and, of course, President Hamid Karzai, the law was sent back to the Ministry of Justice, and they should make the necessary amendments to this article of the Criminal Procedure Code.
Adela, there has been a great amount of international outcry and lobbying from women's rights groups. Is that one of the reasons, would you say, that President Karzai has backtracked?
Well, I'm really happy you're asking this question. This decision was made because the Cabinet and himself, His Excellency the President, realized that this article needs to be changed, and it should be changed in a way that allows family members to testify. And I have to make a clarification, because this law was brought to the Cabinet based on the process, the internal process, the administrative process that it usually takes, meaning that it goes to the Parliament and then it comes to the Secretariat Office of the President. So the law, when the international community and as well as civil rights organization in Afghanistan were trying to debate and lobby, at the time it hadn't arrived to the President's office. So it just arrived, and it was decided according to what the President and of course the Cabinet realized was not appropriate, and it had to be changed.
Adela, there's growing concern that as the international forces begin to withdraw, the one thing that will be sacrificed are women's rights, and the situation is already deteriorating for women. What assurances can the Afghan government give that women's rights won't be compromised?
Well, I think the last 10 to 12 years should be a strong reason for Afghan women and of course for international community to realize that the Afghan government will not sacrifice what has been achieved for last 10 to 12 years in regards to women's rights. And at the same time, I think what we have seen, this government has done a lot in order to protect women's rights. And more than anything, I think when it comes to the process of peace process, I think that's one area when a lot of international communities trying to criticize and question will a woman's right would be sacrificed during the negotiation. And I would like to bring this assurance and strongly say that the President himself had said this not one time, many times, that women's right would never be sacrificed. And the progress made and the achievements made for last 10 to 12 years, it would be maintained. And I think it is an important issue, and the Afghan government and the Afghan people do realize it, and it will be protected.